Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by to see what's next. As promised and succeeding at, I am working on 5, I think is what I had promised, hoped for. I don't know. Who am I promising? Maybe myself. To do Christmas desserts. Now I'm doing what I'm calling a cookie extravaganza at work, where I'm baking tons of cookies and Christmas treats or holiday treats for the staff. I bought little cookie boxes. They'll be able to fill those up with whatever cookies or treats they'd like and then take them home. So I'm doing the next one. This is the easiest one. If you think chocolate covered anything is easy, this is even easier than that. So what I've done is right here, I bought these pretzels for $2 a bag at Target. They're supposed to be star-shaped, but they're definitely a little wonky. So I would not recommend these. I'm actually not even too happy about using them, but it's just a pretzel, so it'll be fine. But here I thought I would get a star, and that's what I'm getting right there. So there's those pretzels. And then here, I thought I was going to use these and make sandwiches, but I cannot do that with these pretzels because the shapes don't match at all. So I did end up buying the butter snaps, which look like windows, and those I'll be able to make sandwiches with. So what I've already done is I have purchased Hershey's Hugs, not Kisses, Hugs, which is the white chocolate milk chocolate swirl. And then I've purchased Rolos, which is chocolate with caramel inside. And then here's some pecan halves. That's it. Those are the ingredients. This is the mess. That's it. Let me get my dog before she gets skunked again. Sky! Sky, here! Okay, I found her in the bushes. So who knows? You know, this is also the dog. I looked outside one day. She had gone outside and I turned the patio light on and there was a black widow. I kid you not. It had to have been the size of one of these pretzels. And it was like an inch from her nose. And she was ready to walk into it. And I had to yell at her. Bless her heart. Anyway, so basically what we're going to do here is I have the pretzels laid out. All I'm going to do is literally put a piece of chocolate onto each pretzel. That's it. The oven is preheating to 250. They'll go in until they start to melt. I'll pull them out. These ones, which are getting the hugs, will get a sandwich top butter snap. These ones will not get the pretzel on top, but they'll get the pecan. So it'll basically be a turtle pretzel. So that's what I'm going to do real quick. And yeah, I know I have to touch all of them, but not a big deal. And I may have more pretzels lined out than I have hugs, but that's okay. Of course, we can just take those off the tray. And this is as simple as it gets. And again, this is essentially a chocolate covered pretzel. These do take a little bit longer to set than the actual chocolate wafers. So these, where, you know, with the wafers, it may take, I don't know, the thick chocolate took probably 2 hours. This may take 3 or 4 hours to finally set. Okay, not a big deal. And if you have kids, this is the easiest activity for them. You know, all they have to do, lay out the pretzels. Of course, I pull out the broken ones. Lay out the pretzels, put the hugs on, and move on. You could also put rolos in here. You could do the peppermint ones. You could do whatever variation of this you'd like. And it'll be so delicious. Sweet and salty. Always a hit. Okay. It feels like I haven't made a dent, but I've already got, what, almost half of the tray filled up. So this will go in multi-batches, clearly. But I won't bore you with that. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how many we get. But they have all kinds of Hershey's Kisses now. Hugs is what I always go back to, because when I worked in childcare, one of the parents brought these in for us, and I loved these. So she brought them in with rolos too. Guy, just standing there like, hello. That little girl, her name was Zoe. Cutie. She was a little cutie girl. Anyway, so again, I'm not really sure what could be easier than this, than buying something at the grocery. The unfortunate thing about this situation is hugs don't come in a bag unwrapped. So you do have to unwrap them. Sky, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go on, go lay down, lovey. Staring at me. Hello, how am I supposed to go lay down? You blocked me out. Go lay down. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop this one into the oven while I put the rolos on these, because I can use that time to do that. Pretty much by the time I put those rolos on all of these should be done. Also, it's really hard to burn these, so if you're not great with the oven, okay. So there's those. All right, these are gonna go in the oven. Now, let's put the rolos on these. So the pecans will go on once they're out of the oven. I can already tell these are gonna be kind of a mess. I might regret this. And basically you use it to push the rolo down. The caramel will come out a little bit. Here we are putting the rolos on the pretzels. I didn't want to bore you with regular speed because I'm obviously putting one rolo per pretzel, which is exactly what you should do. I'm also pretty sure this is the section where I'm asking if you say pecan or pecan. And I definitely say pecan, which is the correct way to say it, if I do say so myself. Pecan pie, turtle pecan candies. It's pecan, and I will hear none of that pecan mumbo jumbo. Two more. Okay, these are now ready. All right. Let's see. Let's get the hot pad ready, huh? Let's get the hot pad ready for those hugs. Okay. And for my hands, so those don't. Okay. And butter snaps are ready to go. Let me take a look. Okay. So these are ready. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Well, that just flattened them. Okay. Now, I'm going to take these butter snap windows, and these are going to go right on the top. I'll start with these melted ones. And they're just going to make little sandwiches. Okay. obviously with parchment paper, things move around pretty easily. What do I want here? I guess I'll use this one. I know I just bought some, I just burned my finger. I just bought some spatulas at Hobby Lobby. That would be perfect for this, but I don't know where I put any of the stuff that I bought. So that's great. Okay. Also, I'm not putting those in because this is going to take me a little bit longer, and I don't want those to be ruined. So this is kind of a game against time. Not too much because it's, you know, melted chocolate after all, but maybe a fork would be better. Do that. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, I'm gonna speed it up so you don't have to watch me do it in real time, and shortly these will all be done. Okay, welcome back. That takes longer than it seems because you're trying to sandwich it down quickly and also not have it set, which in my head, I already know it takes longer to set, but whatever. Anyway, I'm now going to put these guys into the oven. The rolos do take a little bit more time to melt. So in the meantime, I'm going to get probably a small tray and get those on there ready to pop into the oven. Okay, that is now cool. Let's see how many I can get on here. Now these I'm gonna just put hugs on right away to weigh down the parchment paper. Parchment paper is crucial. This pan's not gonna be enough. I can already tell. We'll just do 4, 4, 4. Just 4's across. Okay, so I have K-pop Demon Hunters Golden stuck in my head. I swear you hear that song one time and it's catchy, which tells you it's a good song. But also the story behind it is kind of cool if you've never seen the story or heard them talk about the story. It's pretty interesting. And they can sing live, which obviously people appreciate that. Okay, I need one more small pan. Okay. So that's 24. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. One more small pan. Okay, let me check on those before those I think actually can burn because there's caramel in them. Let me take a look. Okay, so these are now melted. You can see them shining. Now, each one is going to get half a pecan on top of it. I'm worried for my fingers. Okay. Oh boy, some of these are quarters. I'm actually very worried for my fingers. There we go. Perfecto. Oh boy, maybe not perfecto. This pan probably had too many also. Ah, they're stickier too because of the caramel. Okay, gosh. Less on the pan, just do it more times. Okay, so as you can see, like the pretzels on top, I'm basically making just another sandwich. So again, I am going to speed you up. Okay, funny thing, these stars actually ended up looking like turtles. So here's a small tray. You can kind of see the stars ended up being 4 legs and a head. So that's kind of interesting. All right, but I am going to go back to the hugs on windows or whatever we're calling that. I don't even know anymore. Oopsie, dropping stuff all over the floor. All right, let me get these in the oven. Okay, I'm gonna get the last small pan ready, and that should hopefully hold the remainder of our candies. Okay. I think I said I had 12 hugs left. So we'll see how far we can get here. Also, I do have another bag of these butter snap pretzels. So I shan't be running out of these. There we go. Those are done. Okay. Now, let's get the other ones out. Put these in. So a way to tell that these are ready to come out is they look a little bit glossy, where before, when they go in the oven, they look like matte. So they get a little bit of a gloss to them. You know, I thought I left myself so much space. And now everything seems so close together. Okay. But honestly, this is a dessert treat for dummies. It is a dessert treat for kids. Also, I say dummies in the nicest way. This is the people who are not great at baking, cooking, following directions, which is fine. This is just an easy substitute. Also, this could be a year-round thing. Like, I think that Hershey's comes out with like strawberry ones. Strawberry kisses, those would be good on the pretzel. Those would be tasty, and that's probably right around Valentine's Day. So, Valentine's treats for everybody. Let's get this away from here. Ah, too close, too close. There we go. There we go. Okay, then let's give these a little space here as well. Perfect. Not perfect, but perfect enough. And one more. All right, let me get the last ones out, and then we got to figure out what to do with these last 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we'll give these space before we even try to put their caps on. Okay. Am I gonna have enough in one bag? I think I will. Okay, these guys are done. Now, last thing I have to do is figure out those remaining 9 turtles. Do I make them? That's the real question. Are these set? These are setting pretty quickly. I probably actually didn't melt these down enough when I first made them, but honestly, they're going to be fine. It's chocolate and they look like turtles. So, okay, let me get another small tray and finish those 9 turtles. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. There we go. Okay. Let's see how many boo-boo pretzels we're gonna get. That'll do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's not bad. Three more. Oh, there's a good one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see. Can I get rid of the boo-boo? Yeah, this one. I can get rid of this one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a perfect one though. Okay, here we go. All right, let's put these ones in the oven. Okay, so we have 1 big tray. We'll end up with 2 small trays. 1 big tray. So the bad thing about these, because they don't set that quickly, I can't move them. 2 small trays. Okay. Looking good. These are recycle. And these are ready to go. But overall, easy project. This overall took me less than an hour. This included me taking the dog out, not taking the dog, hunting the dog down from the bushes. This included me putting the caps on, all that stuff, which that does take time. But again, overall, not much to it. You're not mixing anything. You're not measuring anything. You're not really having to do shit. So, and again, if you have kids, perfect project. If you have a husband, perfect project. If you have no baking skills, perfect project. Perfect little snacks, unless you have nut allergies, because then keep the nuts away, right? Okay, let me take a look at these rolos. They should pretty much be done. We'll see. Okay, these rolos could probably use more time, but because there's only 9 of them, it's not going to take me forever to put a pecan on them. So, maybe these one's so close. There we go. All right, pecans. Pecan? Is it pecan or pecan? I say pecan. Okay. These little turtles are looking turtle-rific. Oh, that's it. So as you can see, no mess to clean up here except the fork and the spatula I attempted to use. Everything else is on parchment paper on these trays. When I'm baking stuff like this, I don't necessarily find a reason to put these trays through the dishwasher. I'll rinse them off, but these are fully covered. There was nothing raw on them. So these are ready to just, I'm delirious. That's not a song. I just made that up right now. Okay. Let's move that up towards you. We'll move that up towards you. I don't even think that's in the picture. Okay. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. There we go. Oh, here's some turtles. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do this. Yeah. We'll do that. That's looking superb. Superb. Okay. Anyway, so again, there's our little chocolate sandwiches, our hug sandwiches. There's our little turtles. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with me. Taking a quick minute to do a quick little sweet treat for the holidays, or whatever holiday, or whatever you just want to go to, or you just want to snack on this by yourself because you're having one of those days. Yes. All right. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by and checking out what's next. Bye.